Hey folks, as promised, we're going to talk about and take a look at the Atari Flashback. This particular one, which is the Mini 7800 version. We sort of went over it in one of the Thrift Store Scores videos, but I'll go over it again. It's sort of got the shape of a 7800. It's got that sort of Atari spaceship design. Only with the 7800 it was more of a black slab. They kind of kept that design going for a while, at least until the Jaguar. Just has a power button on the front, a reset button. On the back you have your DC in jack, and you have audio and video cables. It's mono audio, so if you want sound out of both speakers you need to get a Y adapter. It comes with these neat controllers, which feel kind of cheap, but they do work pretty well. I mean, they're light enough that I can use my thumb, which is really nice. I like the controllers. They feel nice actually. They're cheap, but they feel nice. And the interesting thing about them is that they use a DB9 connector, just like the Atari joysticks. But from what I've been told, it's not the same pinout, so you can't plug these into an Atari 2600 or 7800 and actually use them, or plug third-party controllers into this, despite them having the same connector. It's not the same pinout because of the chip that's used in this machine. And that's an interesting thing to talk about. A lot of these clone consoles, or these flashback consoles, use an SoC design, a system on a chip. A lot of the Atari flashbacks use an NES on a chip, which is a pretty cheap and popular design among these clones. There is a version of the Atari Flashback that doesn't. I think it actually uses some form of hardware clone. But most of these, and I think including this one, use an NES on a chip to run the games. But that doesn't seem to really make a difference because the games still play exactly the same. There's no real input lag or anything like that. You know, plays like any Atari game normally would. I mean, I've had an Atari 2600 since 2003, so I've been playing those games for over 10 years, and I can tell you that this feels exactly the same as that does, apart from the controllers. The controllers feel a little different, but as far as actually playing the games feel the same. Now, I got this at Second and Charles, which is like a consignment shop. And it was about $15, so I figured it'd be fun to have one of these around. What these types of systems are great for is party games. Like, let's say you get a bunch of friends over and you get really drunk and you want to play stupid little games. This is perfect for that. Absolutely perfect. Although the games are far from stupid. They're a lot of fun. So, let's plug this guy in, shall we? This thing uses a genuine Atari adapter, too. Look at the symbol up there. The Atari symbol. Alright, here we are. Got the thing plugged in. Let's take a look at it. Boot it up and it starts in a menu. I actually tried to turn this off earlier when testing it. It seems, this one that I have seems a little finicky. Let me press the power button and see if I can make it do weird stuff again. Yeah, see, look at that. You hit the reset button and it goes crazy. Now here's a selection of the games you get on here. Adventure, Air Sea Battle, Asteroids, Battle Zone, Breakout, Canyon Bomber, Centipede, Crystal Castles, Desert Falcon, Food Fight, which is one of my absolute favorites, Gravitar, Haunted House, Boo! Haunted House! Millipede, Planet Smashers, Saboteur, Skydiver, Solaris, Sprintmaster, Warlords, and one of my favorite Atari games of all time, Yar's Revenge. That game is great. If you press the button when you've selected the cartridge hole, it actually tells you a little bit about the system. Tells you a little bit about the 7800. The 7800 really came out after its time. As you can see, it was introduced at CES in 1984. So it, you know, that was like so 80s, totally, man. Laser discs, yep. Yeah, you get a little bit of history out of the machine, which I think is pretty cool. So let's try a few games. Let's try Adventure. You are this yellow dot. And you go around, let me get the key. Get the key, get the key. It's down here. Oh no. I think you can go in there. Back up where I was. Yeah, the key opens the door. Oh god. There we go. I have an arrow. What do I do with the arrow? Oh no, it's a maze. Come on, man. I feel like I'm just drawing on a piece of paper. Let's reset. I've never been that good at Adventure. Asteroids. Now there's a classic. An absolute classic. 1984. The interesting thing is not every game on here actually is from the 7800. Some of these are the Atari 2600 versions of games. So they kind of mix it up a little bit. I think this is this looks like a 7800 version of the game to me. At least you can move around. This game's a little... The controls in this game are a little weird, but it's a classic. It's asteroids, you know. I'm a triangle and I shoot stuff. Hooray! Yeah, it's asteroids for you. I've never been that good at that game either. Battle Zone was pretty cool. Breakout. We gotta play Breakout. It's classic. Although I wish I was playing with an analog wheel instead of a joystick. Yay. The ball is really small in the Atari version. Damn it. See, playing this with a joystick sucks. It's much better to play with like a mouse or a trackball or something like that. Here's a game that never gets old for me, Centipede. This game is great. If you're going to play classic arcade game, this one still holds up extremely well today. Stop it, spider. Stop it. No. We gotta play the Game Boy version of this I have sometime, because the spider makes the most annoying sounds in the Game Boy version. But they're the kind of annoying that's a bit amusing, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this is a game I've played that I'm pretty good, that I'm okay at. Centipede. Ow. Centipede, that game is awesome. Crystal Castles, Desert Falcon, Food Fight. We have to play Food Fight. I'm not very good at it, but it's a funny game to look at. Let's go get some pies. Nah. There you go. Aw, man. See, when you die, you just get covered in food. Bam! Bam! Nah. Really? That was cheap. That was cheap. Oh well. That's Food Fight. That's a very fun Atari game if you could ever find it. Gravatar, Haunted House, Millipede. Millipede's a lot like Centipede, actually. Let's try Solaris. Hooray! Shoot stuff. I'm guessing you basically plot your course. So I'm gonna go here. I like this game. It has that like old spacey thing going on. Shoot things! Did I get him? Whoops. See, this game is just... It's kind of hard to understand what's going on, but... You know. Let's go there. Atari games were just very spacey, and I love that about them. They have a certain theme that's just really cool. You see that flying saucer there? Let's try to go further. Ow. There you go, that's Solaris. It's a pretty cool game. So you have the rest of these games. I think we need to go to one of my favorite games of all time. Yar's Revenge. This is the Atari 2600 version of this. For sure. You just shoot the stuff out of the way. And try not to get hit by that. I'm not very good at it these days, but, you know. I give it a shot, man. I'm gonna at least try to beat one level. And try not to get killed by the... not to get killed by the lethal hyphen. No, go away, evil hyphen. Let's get the hyphen down here. Oh, really? Alright. I killed myself. I'm really bad at Atari games now. It's been years since I really played these that much. Oh well. It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly, so you can laugh your ass off at me. Anyhow, yeah, that's the Atari Flashback for you. Watch me suck at video games for a while, because I just haven't played Atari games that much lately. Oh, well. There you have it, folks. The Atari Flashback. It's a fun little system. It's a great party system, I think. If you have a bunch of friends over and you get drunk and you want to play video games, grab one of these. Because if it breaks, who cares? It's perfect for that. So, yeah, that's the Atari Flashback. A pretty basic look at it. Some of the games you can get on there. But as you can see, it has a nice varied selection of some classic games. I really wonder what games are on the other versions of this. I'm sure you could find lists of that, but hey, pretty fun system. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.